Christopher Robin is Disney's latest live-action movie, and it's basically about Christopher Robin, who is played by Ewan McGregor. And we all know Christopher Robin. He's the little boy who goes on adventures with Pooh and his friends in the 100-Acre Wood. And Christopher Robin is an adult now. Sadly, he doesn't hang out with Pooh and his friends anymore. He has a wife named Evelyn, who is played by Haley Atwell, and a daughter named Madeline, who is played by Bronte Carmichael. And the sad part is, Christopher doesn't spend enough time with his family because he's constantly working, and that's when he unexpectedly reunites with Pooh, and it's up to Pooh and his friends to help Christopher Robin rediscover the joys of life and a childlike wonder that he once had. Now, when I was a little kid growing up, I loved Winnie the Pooh. I was a humongous fan of it, and honestly, I still love it to this day. And right behind me in my DVD collection, I own The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh on DVD. It's like on the bottom, like way bottom shelf down there. And honestly, I love Winnie the Pooh. It's so beloved and it's just so innocent and so delightful. I remember when Disney first announced that they were making a live action Winnie the Pooh movie, I was a bit scared. I was like, okay, please don't screw it up. Then when Disney dropped the trailers for this movie, I was like, okay, this has potential to be great. Now, here is the moment you've all been waiting for. Now that I've seen Christopher Robin, what are my thoughts on it? Well, here it goes. It's good. Christopher Robin is a really good movie. It is a really good movie, like I said. Is it great? No. But there are a lot of things that I really liked in it, and some things that I thought were kind of, that could have been done better. Let's start with the things that I loved in this movie. First of all, Ewan McGregor. He plays the adult Christopher Robin, and he is fantastic. Ewan McGregor is one of those actors, regardless of whatever movie he's in, whether it's good or bad, he still manages to give a great performance. Haley Atwell was really good as Evelyn, who is Christopher Robin's wife. She could have been used a bit more, but I was fine with it. And Bronte Carmichael plays Madeline, who is Christopher's daughter, and she was really good. For a kid actor, she really surprised me. Yes, the iconic Winnie the Pooh characters, they're all in this movie. The whole gang. You got Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, Kanga, Roo, Rabbit, Owl. They're all here. Jim Cummins, who has been voicing Pooh and Tigger for years, he returns to voice Pooh and Tigger in this movie. And man, this guy still got it in him. He is fantastic as Pooh and Tigger. Whenever I hear their voices, I had a humongous smile on my face. Tigger has always been my favorite Winnie the Pooh character, but this is gonna surprise a lot of you guys, but the standout character for me was Eeyore. Eeyore was hilarious in this movie. Eeyore is voiced by Brad Garrett in this movie, and my god, Brad Garrett is so on point as Eeyore. He was phenomenal. His voice was fantastic. And every time Eeyore was given this, depressing line, it was hilarious. CGI, oh my gosh, this is some of the best CGI I've ever seen in a movie. So basically, the movie doesn't use that much CGI. The only time CGI is pretty much incorporated, it's pretty much with Pooh and his friends, and they look like actual stuffed animals. Like, this is some of the best CGI I've ever seen. And this might sound far-fetched, but if Christopher Robin were to get nominated for an Oscar, it should get nominated for Best Visual Effects. It probably might not happen, but in my opinion, it should. And the cinematography was outstanding. This isn't a spoiler, because the trailer showed it. So basically, there's a shot of Pooh's arm, and it's touching flowers, and it's such a beautiful shot. And some of the shots in this movie are some of the most beautiful shots I've ever seen in a movie, without a doubt. Now, let's get to the cons. Honestly, I don't have any major flaws with this movie, but there are a few nitpicks that I had with it, and there are things that I think could have been done a bit better. The beginning felt a bit rushed for me. It's not a big deal or anything, but it could have slowed down just a little bit. And the story, while it is a great story, it's very mature and effective, um, it was a bit predictable at times. There were moments where I was like, I predicted that, but it doesn't withdraw the fact that it's still a really effective story. And the message, while it is a great message, it has been a bit overdone to death from movies in the past. Like, the message is basically, when you grow up, don't lose your childlike wonder. It's a very powerful message, but it has been overdone to death in movies from the past. Like, for example, Elf had a similar message, Mary Poppins had a similar message, and Won't You Be My Neighbor had a similar message as well. But flaws aside, guys, overall, I really enjoyed Christopher Robin. I thought it was a really good and really well-made movie. Is it perfect? No. Is it great? No. But if you're a humongous Winnie the Pooh fan, like myself included, you're going to really enjoy it for sure. And I can't wait to buy it when it's available on Blu-ray. I give Christopher Robin a B+. Alright guys, that's it for my review of Christopher Robin. And if you've seen Christopher Robin yet, what are your thoughts on it? Just leave a comment below. And if you want to see more great content like this, just be sure to like and subscribe for more videos.